It happened on a Thursday evening, one of those quiet, deceptive nights when even the air seems to hold its breath. The table was set, candles lit. My wife, Eleanor, smiled the way she used to when we were young, except now it didn't reach her eyes. "Just a formality," she said, sliding a stack of papers toward me. "Routine transfer. The lawyers said it's standard." Her lawyer, Martin Hale, sat beside her. Too comfortable, too familiar. The kind of comfort that doesn't come from professionalism, but from shared secrets. I took the pen, signed where she pointed, and smiled. She thought she'd won. But that signature was only the final move in a game I had started long before she realized we were playing. I wasn't always this man. Cold, deliberate, precise. Once I loved her, fiercely. I built everything for her, the house overlooking the Pacific, the vineyards, the art, the quiet mornings with coffee and sunlight. She said I made her feel safe. I believed her. It's almost laughable now, how devotion blinds you. The first crack appeared when I found Martin's cufflink under our bed. Gold, engraved with an M. She said it must have fallen during a house meeting. I wanted to believe that. God, I did. But truth has a smell, and our house began to reek of it. The discovery came quietly. A bank notification. A transfer authorization request I didn't initiate. $2.8 million. A private retainer to Hale's firm. I didn't confront her. Not then. Emotion is noise, and noise ruins strategy. Instead, I watched, listened, collected. I hired a private auditor under the guise of financial restructuring. He found shell companies, small, intricate networks leading back to Eleanor's name, and Martin's. Offshore accounts, Cayman Islands, Mauritius. A trail of deceit dressed as sophistication. It wasn't just greed. It was betrayal with precision, and that's what made it personal. Revenge isn't rage, it's architecture. I built mine brick by brick. First, I rewrote my own estate trust, 3 months before that routine paper ever touched the table. Every asset, every holding, every share was quietly transferred. Not to me, but to a foundation under my late mother's name. A legal ghost, invisible but legitimate. Then I recorded everything. Her meetings with Martin, the emails, the draft copies of the fraudulent transfer papers on her private laptop, the one she thought was password protected. Every secret she buried, I exhumed. When the night came, I let them perform their little act. Eleanor pretending calm, Martin pretending legal formality. I signed the document, the one they believed would transfer the entire $72 million estate to a joint account controlled by her charitable trust. A trust, of course, registered under Martin's management. They toasted after dinner. Wine, laughter, soft music. She kissed me goodnight, perhaps out of guilt, perhaps out of habit. I kissed her back. I wanted her to sleep soundly. The fall is always better when it comes from a height. The next morning, the storm hit. Eleanor's lawyer received a call from the bank. The transfer she orchestrated had failed. Account ownership had changed weeks prior. The estate no longer existed under my name nor hers. Instead, it was owned by the Grace Foundation, a charity supporting underprivileged children, founded and directed by Margaret Lawson, my mother's maiden name. Eleanor didn't even flinch when she read the statement. She just stared. "What did you do?" she whispered. I looked at her, calm. "I just signed what you wanted me to." That's when she realized every move she made was already inside the cage I built for her. The press found out 2 days later. A charitable transfer scandal involving Hale and Partners, fraudulent activity, legal malpractice, financial conspiracy. Martin was disbarred before the week ended. He tried to pin it on Eleanor, but I'd already handed the authorities an anonymous file, timestamps, emails, transaction logs. They didn't even question the source. Eleanor's arrest came quietly, no cuffs, just quiet shame as the officers led her out of our home. She didn't look at me, couldn't. The same house she decorated, she left in silence. People often ask if revenge feels good. It doesn't. It feels clean, like cutting away rot before it spreads too deep. I didn't destroy her life. She did that herself. I merely signed where she pointed. Her lover lost his license. She lost her freedom. And I lost my illusions. The estate now funds children's hospitals, schools, and shelters. Every dollar that was meant for deception now breathes life into someone else's tomorrow. Fitting, isn't it? She wanted wealth. I gave her consequence. And as I watch the sunset over the Pacific, I think of her words that night. Just a formality. Yes, it was. Just not the one she expected.